Can you kind of just put the game in perspective in terms of the four quarters? You had some hot moments there, and then maybe want to finish a little stronger? Maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I was encouraged the way we came out. Coming short week, a lot of emotion, obviously, from last week, and to come out swinging the way we did, that was encouraging. Obviously, we, in all three phases, love to finish better, but to get up early and kind of, those first, I think, 4 drives, I think we scored offensively. That was definitely encouraging and something we needed.
As a quarterback, when you have 260 yards on the ground, do you just sit back and say, God, this just makes my life easier because the defense has to account?
100%. 100%. When I can turn around, we had, one play drive for, I think JT took it 75 or something like that. Those are the best drives in football for a quarterback. When you can just turn around and give it to a guy, and whatever the total number, 200-plus rushing yards today. JT, both him and Naheem, and some screens and out of the backfield. I mean, those guys played unbelievable. The big guys up front, I don't think JT got touched on the long run. So those big guys up front, they had their work cut out for them today, and they did a tremendous job.
When you think about it, this is not the way you guys run the ball. It's not like this was like, 15 play, 7 minute, 8 minute drive. Like you said, it's these big chunk runs between those two, Naheem and Jonathan.
Yeah, I mean, those chunk runs are huge. It's tough on defense. They want to come out and play their zone coverage, soft zone coverage, make it hard for us in the passing game to get chunk plays. And so when we can get chunk plays on the ground, that's huge for us.
Carson, when you see Pitt gets tackled by 4 Jets, pops up in like a split second, what goes through your head when you see that every week?
I mean, it doesn't surprise me anymore. That's Pitt. I mean, I'm just hoping he doesn't get up in someone's face. He comes back to the huddle in one piece. That's just Pitt. He's a competitor, and he's gonna compete, all day long in the run game, passing game. He's gonna be blocking for his buddies on the perimeter. I mean, that's just who he is, and he's fun to play with.
Carson, were you able to flush last week's game pretty quickly, or did it take a little while to get through it?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it, seems like yesterday almost. I had no choice. When you play a Thursday night game. I watched it that night and woke up Monday morning and said it's on to the Jets. And that's the same mindset I had and everybody else had. And yeah, I mean, we know it was a big emotional, loss last week, but we had to flush it quick and turn around, and I'm happy with the way we came out today.
Carson, Frank said that you were able to get to some play calls that weren't necessarily in the game plan because the Jets were giving you unscouted looks. Obviously you had some comfort level with this offense, but halfway through the season, is that just a sign of how much you know and can pull out stuff from the playbook?
Yeah, I mean, I think some of that, just continuity within the offense, but I mean, I got to give the credit to the coaches. I mean, they prepare me and prepare this offense so well. So even we didn't talk about it this week necessarily, but it's something that's just kind of a staple of who we are. If they want to come out and give us certain looks, we're going to take advantage of it with some different checks and stuff. And so I credit the coaches for just making sure I'm always dialed in and ready for those things.
What went through your mind seeing big 6'3" there, wide open in a sea of blue?
I thought I short hopped it to him, so I like the way he got down and fielded like a punt. Yeah, I mean, shoot, I didn't know what the heck was going on there, but that was pretty cool. Pretty cool moment. I don't know about that touchdown celebration though. I got to give him some hard time on that one.
Are you at the point now where you just expect Jonathan Taylor to score every time you give him the ball?
I mean, I expect something big to happen. I mean, he's so consistent. I'm thinking back to I think that sequence. He had that run where he had that nasty stiff arm to get us down there, near the red zone there. And then I think it was just a couple plays later he busted out for almost 80. And that's just who he is. That's who he is. I mean, he can do it between the tackles. He's physical. He's downhill. He can slash. And then you get out in space, and I mean, nobody's catching him. And I mean, we already talked about it, but it makes my life so much easier when you can do that.
Played 9 games, kind of halfway through, I guess. But what have you learned about this team, and what does it need to do generally to become the team that it wants?
Yeah, I mean, the continuity's been great. I think guys just coming together and really knowing our roles and kind of everybody's skill set, and coaches getting everybody in the best chance to succeed. I'd say the one thing from this game and all of these games is we just got to finish a little better in all 3 phases. Just got to continue to emphasize finishing a little bit better. But I'm so encouraged by what I'm seeing offensively and how we're able to, move the ball in so many different ways. And Coach does a tremendous job keeping defenses on their toes, and so I look forward to more of that this second half of the season.